In today's video, I'll be showing you how to find profitable FBA deals just by searching online. So the first product we have here is from Sainsbury's, and it's a Sheba Fine Flakes cat food, 12 times 85 grams. Now we can buy it on Sainsbury's for £4.50. If we find this same product on Amazon, we can see it's currently selling for £11.46. So you'll see buying that for £4.50. Selling for £11.46, you can see exactly how this is going to work. So if we just load up this product on the Profitl Chrome extension, so £4.50, we've put £4.50 in here and then click calculate. Cool, so we can now have a quick look to see what the data is saying. So firstly, we can see it's selling well, 60 to 120 units a month. That is perfect for online arbitrage of FBA. Obviously, if you can get higher sales, great. But this is nice, consistent sales. Free product reviews. By the looks of it, this is probably a newer product, but we will just check this on the graph. So that's why it hasn't got many reviews, but that's not really anything to be concerned about. Fees aren't too bad. Break even point at £8.18. So if we're buying this for £4.50 with these fees, we need to be selling it for £8.18 just in order to get our money back. So we've got quite a bit of room for movement, because obviously there is a chance this product could drop. Return on investment 73%. That's fantastic. Typically you want 30% or higher, so 73% is great. And an estimated profit per unit £3.28. Now we can see there are 15 other FBA sellers, which is on the high side. However, there is still good potential to make money on this product, so we wouldn't rule that out just because of this. We can see that there's no IP risk warning, no hazmat, and no oversized warning, so that's great. But now we'll head on to the price graphs, which is probably the most important part of the data just because they give us so much information. So if we load up the 365-day graph, cool, yeah, so we can see that this is a newer product by the looks of it. It only went live back in October, which makes sense for the lack of reviews. So the two lines we're going to be looking at is the sales rank line and the buy box line. The sales rank line we use just to confirm it is selling, just to mirror the estimated sales here, and the buy box line we use to have a look at obviously the average price, make sure we're not going to get undercut, and also be looking to see if Amazon however been on this listing. So we can see Amazon haven't ever been on this listing, so that is a good sign, because albeit you can compete with Amazon, it is very difficult. So if we just cover the sales rank line firstly, so the way to look at this basically is that a drop will typically indicate a sale. Now that's not an exact science because there's many things which can affect the sales rank line, but that is one way to look at it. So the drops are sales, so as it's been going up here and it's dropped, it's sold, it's been going up and it's dropped and it's sold. And obviously as the sales rank is getting lower and lower, that means it's selling more and more and more. And this has been going on a really nice trend, selling more and more, and it mirrors the price as well. Obviously, as the product has been getting cheaper, it's going to be selling more. So yeah, we're happy with the sales rank line. We can confirm that this is definitely selling, so that's very positive. Now we're looking at the pink line here, which is the buy box line, and as I mentioned before, we want to use this just to make sure or minimize the chances of getting undercut. So since it was first launched, it's been about £16. That probably wasn't a very realistic price. It's probably around the right price just now. We can see that at the end of February, it did drop quite a lot, down to about £6. But by the looks of it, this is for a day, so I would imagine this was most likely an error. So we wouldn't take too much notice of this at the moment. We might just give this another week just to see how it plays out. But at the moment, the price is £11.46. And because we've got quite a good profit, £3.28 profit is quite a good profit when we're only spending £4.50 per unit. We have got quite a bit of room for movement. So it would probably be worth going for this one. Okay, so the next product we have is a non-stick loaf pan. It's from the website TJ Hughes. We can buy one of these for £2.49. Typically they're £3.99. They're on sale at the moment, saving £1.50. If we head over to Amazon, we can see that a pack of 3 is selling for £20.87. So this product here would be bundling up and putting them into a pack of 3. So it's really easy to use. So we just buy however many we want to buy, and then we would put them together and make them one unit with 3 in. This is a great way to make extra profit when doing Amazon FBA. So if we just have a quick look at all the data on here, we'll load up Profitl. Just grab the ASIN. So if one is £2.49, 3 is going to cost us We'll just put in £7.50 for now. Okay, so straight away we can see this product is selling quite a lot. Now this is a variation listing, so you will need to take these sales with a little bit of a pinch of salt, because obviously this will be combined across all the products, but we can probably be pretty confident that it is selling. Now we do actually, looking at it, have the option to bundle this either as a pack of 3 or a pack of 2, so you could do both, but we'll just look at the pack of 3. One product review, again, I would imagine this one is probably a fairly new product as well. So we have a very healthy return on investment on this one, over 92%, which is fantastic. Break-even point is £13.98, so if we're buying this for £7.50, you know, we've got a lot of wiggle room on this price. Estimated profit per unit £6.89, which is brilliant, and there's currently no other FBA sellers, which is brilliant because it means there's not much competition. No warnings either, so it looks like we're good to go on this one. But again, if we load up the price graph, and we'll have a look at the data for this product. So this is looking really promising actually. Over the last year, this product has averaged around £20. So if we was to send this into Amazon, there's a very good chance that we'll be able to keep the product at this price range and haven't got to worry about too much about getting undercut. Now you will see the odd time where the price has lowered. So it has dropped as low as £15. Now you may be wondering if there's any other FBA sellers on this, or if there has been. We can see that there has been FBA sellers on this listing before. And then looking at the sales rank line, this looks like this is selling very consistently. The sales rank line is very fluid, very stable, apart from just here. It's definitely been selling quite a lot, this product. So the next product we have is from Zooplus, and it's a Savic food holder pincer. Now we can buy this on Zooplus for 79p. This is another bundle, or a multi-pack, sorry. So 2 of these pieces are £4.75. So we'd be buying them for £1.50, say, and we'd be selling them for £4.75. So let's have a quick look to see what it's saying on Profitl. £1.50 in there. So nice and consistent sales, 60 to 120 units a month, a good amount of reviews, 239 reviews, a healthy return on investment, so 45% return on investment. Our break-even point is £4.07. So if we're buying it for £1.50, we need to be selling it for £4.07 to get our money back. Estimated profit per unit 68p. Obviously, this isn't a massive profit per unit, but that's because the price we're buying it for is so low. So this sort of product is great for new sellers who might not have such a large budget. 8 FBA sellers, again, maybe on the higher side, but we would probably go for this one. That wouldn't put us off, and we can't see any warnings either. No IP risk, no hazmat. So that's brilliant. So again, we'll load up the price graph and we'll see what the price graph is saying. There is something new in this one which we haven't seen on the previous products, which is that Amazon have been on the listing. So you'll see that the fact that this is coloured in orange here, this means Amazon have been selling this product. Now, Amazon can be very hard to compete against. They usually have much more scope for dropping their price much lower just because they're buying in bulk. You know, they're getting the product for much cheaper than we probably are. But the good thing about this product is that we can see that they have actually been sharing the buy box. So how on earth do we see that? So if you have a quick look here, this orange line is Amazon, but if we look underneath it, that is Amazon. This is a FBA seller underneath this buy box line, and Amazon had been more expensive. Somebody else has got the buy box, so that means Amazon are sharing the buy box on this one. Obviously, Amazon aren't currently on this listing, so if we have a look at the time frame for them to get stock last time, because you can typically see the trends for how long it takes for Amazon to get stock. So April, May, June, a month, 2.5 months, September, October, again about 2.5 months. So there's probably about another month before Amazon are likely to come back onto this listing. So we have got a bit of time to get our stock in, sell it, and then you don't even have to worry about competing with Amazon. Obviously, there's no guarantees that they don't come back on the listing sooner, but there's also no guarantees they even come back on the listing. They may not sell this product again. But that is part of Amazon FBA. Sometimes you do just have to take that risk. But looking at the buy box line, we can see that it has been quite a consistent price. It's almost at the lower end of its price range. Has spent times being a bit higher up here. Has spent a very brief time being a lot lower, but that was only for probably a week or so, so not anything to be too concerned about. I would say its average price has probably just been under £4, so typically where it is right now at £4.75. Then looking at the sales rank line again, we can see that this is selling plenty. There's lots of drops in the line, so we can see that the sales wise, we've got nothing to worry about on this one. So our final product is from Tesco, and it's this Real Littles backpack. It's typically £5, but if you've got a club card, you can get it for £3.25. Club cards are obviously free, so there's no reason not to be buying it for that price. If we head over to Amazon, we can see it's currently selling for £10.49. So buying for £3.25, selling for £10.49. So if we load up Profitl, cool. So straight away, again, this is a nice sales range, 60 to 120 a month. A good amount of reviews, 55 reviews and rated 4-star. It's got a fantastic return on investment, so 95% return on investment, estimated profit per unit £3.07, break even point £7.42. So if we're buying it for this price, we need to be selling it at £7.42 in order to get our money back. The only downside to this one is the amount of FBA sellers, so a lot of people may choose to avoid them. What I would do in this case is look how much stock that the other sellers have got, but that's for another video. But we can see there's no warnings to worry about, so that is all positive. So if we load up the price graph again, so looking at the sales rank line again, more recently we can see it's been selling a bit more. It has had a few periods where it's been selling a little bit less, especially up here, and less in these months, but yeah, it definitely has been going on a downward trend, which is a good sign. The buy box line has also been going on a downward trend as well, so it has been going on a constant downward trend. So this is something just to be a little bit careful of. Sometimes when these lines are in a downward trend like that, they can continue to go down, so you may just want to not go too mad on the amount of stock you're sending in. The positive thing is that it is at its cheapest ever price. It's never been cheaper than £10.49, or it's been just above £10, but as you can see, it's been on a downward trend. There's not been times when the price has been way cheaper down here, so that does mean that right now it's looking more positive, that we wouldn't get undercut. But on a product like this, as I mentioned, just when it's on a downward trend, you just want to be careful not sending too much stock, because you don't want it to keep heading down this way, and then you just end up in a position where you're going to be selling it for a loss. The nice thing about this one is that we've got a very healthy buffer, so we could be selling it for as cheap as £7.42 just to make our money back. So we can see that it hasn't dropped. It's dropped. So at the end of January, it was probably about £12.50. So it's taken almost 2 months to drop £2. So there'll be plenty of time to get your stock in and out. The other positive thing is that Amazon haven't ever been on this listing, so you haven't got to worry about Amazon competing either. So again, this does look like a good buy. Other than the other FBA sellers, the actual graph and all the profit looks and the sales looks really positive. So I hope that gives you an idea of how to find profitable FBA deals online. That's just 5 products we found from our DealFinder, and there is so many more products like that. I'll just do a quick breakdown of the potential profit on these products. Now please do take this with a pinch of salt because there are so many variables, but just to give you a quick idea of sort of where profitability could sit with sales. So the cat food, that was making £3.28 profit and selling between 60 to 120 units a month. So if we just use the lower end of the 60, that's a profit of £196.80. The pans, they were £6.89 profit per unit, and they were selling 210 as a minimum each month. That would be a profit of £1,446 a month. The bird holders, they were making 68 pence profit per unit and selling between 60 to 120 units a month. So that'd be a profit of £40. And then the backpack was making £3.07 profit, and it was selling as a minimum 60 a month. So that would mean a monthly profit of £184.20. So as I say, please do take that with a pinch of salt, because obviously there are a few things which can affect that. Realistically, you wouldn't be able to get that much stock, because when you're buying from retail stores, you will get limits to how much you can buy or how much the retailer is selling. And obviously you've also got competition to worry about, so you may not be able to sell for that current price and get as many sales as that in that time frame. But the whole idea of it is just to show you what is possible with Amazon FBA. If we take just them 4 products, for example, that is a minimum profit of £1,867 a month. Now, that would be a lot lower than that, but even if you were able to get half of that, you know, that's £900 profit a month, which is totally feasible. And that is just off 4 products, and there is so many more out there. So I hope you found that video helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe if you've not already done so, and I'll see you in the next one.